Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Go out.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the pass. Under 10. Leo. Shoot.
On second down, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Go. Hey, Haywood. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent. Here we go. Look. Squeeze. You go take. You got fair. Hard. Ready?
From the gun, Kern. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Watch the curve. Ric Flair.
On first down, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ric Flair. Stay with your mouth. Check 37. Check. 2 for 1. Back. We're good.
On second down now, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Value 3. Watch 54.
Squeeze, double.
Check 50, check 50.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We own them.
Mark check 33.
Hey, tighten down.
Maverick. Hard ball.
No. Off.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Check.
Super.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
14. 14.
54.
Hard ball. Here we go.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
A shotgun snap for Goff. That one into the hands of Kane. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
41 for Mike, 41 for Mike. Check 8, stand up. Pick it up. Check 31, check 31. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Operating from the gun. Kern. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. It's Kane, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Orange. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Obama. Come on, D. 54. Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Too little, Cupcake. Motion. Right there, 54.
Here's Goff. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 54. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, kill. Let's go.
Now Goff on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13.
Super 66. Hey, orbit. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Danny. 54.
Here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be third and 13.
54 is Mike. 54 Tiger. 54. Watch 54.
Goff now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Niners take over first down
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Look, squeeze.
Off play action. Kern. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On first down, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Come on, watch DC. Watch out. Tiger. He's crossing. Shell. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
Taylor. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now you won.
The give to Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 5-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here we go again. Look at me. Score. Rock it. Check hot route. Hot. Bang. Now.
From the gun, Kern. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Charlie. 41's the mic. Hey, lock it. Watch safety creep. Hey, Sam off. Safety's creeping. Check 52. Lee Griffin.
Looking to throw. Kern. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check 24. Showing up. 36. Leo. Bud.
Operating from the gun. Kern. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, wahoo! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Look, squeeze. Squeeze.
Switch. Check.
There. Hard.
Back to throw. Kern. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third and 2, Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, gone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. There's gone. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. The 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
11. Go ahead, go ahead.
Elliott running right. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming. 21. Get hot.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
11. Check 13. Check 13. 1, Omaha. 21. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Switch. Super.
They'll try the left side. Kane. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline.
Cut. 180. 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 17. Go. Four now.
On second and 11 now. Goff. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
That's another Vikings first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tighten up. 12. Hard ball.
They run with Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the twist. Check three. 12. Here we go.
Back to throw. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up third down.
Cut. 180.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hard ball. Motion. Check. Shift. Hey. High 7. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
On third down, Taylor, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. Shell. Hold on. Check. Switch it. Check three. Motion. All right. One out.
Now Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Louis. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 5. He's checking. Crash. Check safety.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Crunch. Check 24. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
That would give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Orange. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Turn up.
We go. 76.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous.
Safe. Check 3.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Yo. Check the backer. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They'll come out in the pistol. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Maher is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
21. Watch out. 12. He's 11. Hey, go.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
White. Check 99. Check. Stick. 21. Jim. 21.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Stay at home, stay at home. Stay at home, stay at home. We go, 76, 76. 5-4.
One last throw here for Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for San Francisco, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.